Serve your family a taste of Italy with a delicious chicken scallopini dish.
Ooh, it's going to be good. Michael Tesoro is the owner and chef at Uma Tesoro's Marinara. Uma Tesoro, that's what it's all about, right?
It is.
So we're making chicken scallopini, roasted cauliflower, and fennel.
It sounds like a lot, but really it's a cinch.
Let's
Okay.
rock and roll.
Let's do this.
You know how I love underappreciated vegetables?
Yes.
Cauliflower. Okay,
Yeah.
a lot of times people look at cauliflower in the store and they think, oh my God, what can I do with that? You know, many times schools, hospitals,
Yeah.
they'll serve it to you boiled, plain.
We're better than that, though.
We're going
We
to
can
jazz
change
it up. We're going
Okay.
to jazz it up. We're going to make cavolfiore
Cavolfiore.
arrosto,
Arrosto.
which is roasted cauliflower.
I got
Okay.
the roasted.
Now, the hardest thing about this entire dish is just cutting it up properly. You want to cut off all the green, leafy parts,
Okay.
right? And cut up the
The florets.
florets
I think
into...
it's very crumbly, right?
It is. So you don't want to just, chop away at it. This is a cruciferous vegetable, which is...
Yeah, cruciferous. There's a lot going on there, and it's helpful to a lot of different diseases. New studies are showing.
New studies, I guess, show that a diet high in cruciferous vegetables may reduce risks of certain cancers.
That's something.
And in that family is broccoli, cabbage, kale, collard greens. So eat a lot of those.
Done. Okay.
And so today we're following our family rule, which is to always have 2 vegetables that accompany your meat or protein.
Oh, all right.
So this is a delicious dish made very simply. You want to cut the florets into very even sizes.
Right.
Just like that off the end.
Okay.
And then literally just place them on a cookie sheet.
Okay.
Just
Like
like
so.
that.
Just like so. And pour a little bit of olive oil
Okay.
on them. Just a little. Get an onion. Peel it, core it,
Wow.
That was speed and efficiency,
That
right?
was.
and then you want to go along the grain in large chunks.
Oh, good. So less slicing. in essence.
Exactly.
Okay,
Less
I like
slicing.
that.
Put those on that plate. Here's more.
And you
Okay.
just
You
want
want a full onion,
Do you want to separate it or just put it on there?
separated as evenly as possible.
Okay.
There we go.
And
Use
then,
a full onion, a full head of cauliflower,
Yep.
and a full bulb of garlic.
Oh, lots of garlic. Okay.
So every garlic head has approximately 12 cloves, and that should be
Got
sufficient.
it. So while we do this, let's move on to the fennel.
Okay, so somebody said to me, "Oh my God, what is that? A swamp plant?"
Was that
Other
US?
people,
No, it was his friend.
other people think it's dill, but
It
this
looks
is
very similar to dill.
It is. It's in the celery family, and we're just going to be using the bulb of the fennel. But the greens are great in a salad, delicious chopped over an omelet, in a smoothie. There are a whole bunch of different things you can do with that. But today, we're just focusing on the bulb itself.
Okay.
And you want to cut it as well in large chunks,
In the same way that you cut the onion.
in the same way that you cut the onion. And this is the second dish, so you want to cut the core out.
Right, so
Okay.
this isn't going in with the cauliflower.
Not
This is
going in with the cauliflower.
okay.
Okay.
This is going in the round dish.
I
Right
get you.
here.
All right, I'll take this one over here then.
There you go.
Okay. Separate those pieces in there.
Oh, separate these. Okay.
Now, a
Just a little
licorice-esque taste for something like this?
It does. It has a very aromatic. You can smell it, right?
I sure
I'm
can.
gonna whiff now.
It's
And-
very black licorice.
And flavorful.
Yeah, it is.
Flavorful dish that a lot of people don't really know what to do with. What we're going to do is we quickly blanch it, okay? We quickly blanch it in cold water. Don't let it get mushy. Don't like
in
mushy
hot,
food.
hot water, right?
Very hot,
Oh,
boiling.
that's hot. Okay.
Very hot boiling water. We blanch it in there just for a minute,
Okay.
and then we
Sift it out. All
This
right,
is-
it's very quick.
lift it out,
All right.
put it in the dish,
That was quick. Wow. All right.
add a little bit of butter
Yes,
in between
please.
each.
Okay.
Or a lot of it, whatever you think.
Whatever you're in the mood for.
I would
whatever
say
you like.
about a tablespoon or two.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that says 4 tablespoons up there, which I am not going to argue. Okay.
My wife likes a little bit more butter.
Yeah,
than-
yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Now, here, all we want to do is add a generous but not overly amount of salt.
I think that's about 4 pinches.
A lot of salt, more salt than you would think because it helps to flavor up the dish.
Okay.
And then, last but not least, we grate a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese over the top of it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay. So then, is there anything else we have to add to the onion, cauliflower, and garlic over
Yes,
there?
a pinch of red crushed pepper.
Okay, red crushed pepper. So we've got the fennel here with the cheese, and then we've got the cauliflower ready to roast, and these go in the oven?
They both go in the oven at 400 degrees for about, the fennel for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And the cauliflower for 30.
All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to finish that recipe,
that
and
sounds so
then
good.
we're going to be making chicken scallopini with lemon and wine caper sauce.
Yum.
Right?
Lots happening. Okay, great. We're back in the kitchen with Michael Tesoro, the owner and chef at Uma Tesoro's Marinara, and we already pulled these roasted vegetables out of the oven, which smell fantastic.
We have the before and the after here, and it was real easy. People missed it earlier. You're supposed to put it in the oven for how long and at what temperature?
400 degrees. The fennel takes about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Until it's nice and golden. And same with the cauliflower, a little longer, maybe 30, 35 minutes. Every once in a while, you want to toss it and stir it, mix it in, get all the flavors to meld together.
And it looks great.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
And
there we
so
go.
then for the second half, the protein part of it is we're going to make a quick lemon and caper sauce, which is about a half a stick of butter, a couple tablespoons of fresh capers.
And those have a salty taste to them?
They do. They're almost pickly, a little like a
Pickly.
pickle, but a little salt. You can also use the larger caperi, the larger capers,
Okay.
which makes it interesting. These are the petite, the small ones.
And you put some lemon juice in there too?
Lemon juice, a little butter, a little salt, and of course a little white wine.
Of course.
This is a Riesling. So you want to try to put a sweeter wine than normal in there.
Now, what is a caper?
A caper is a little. Here, take a look.
Let's try one. It's like a pickled.
Pickled something or other. The intriguing part about
salty.
the intriguing part about this recipe, it's quick to make, but if you make too much of it, you had a great idea by storing it in these mason jars.
That's a great way to do it. You can make it beforehand, use it on lots of other things, chicken, or whatever else you might want to use it for. So with the scallopini, you want to cut the chicken into tiny little pieces, and then you want to tenderize it. And
Ashley, after you.
Okay.
if you use the meat tenderizer on it, pound it out and make it nice and flat. We want it to cook lightly and thoroughly, very quickly,
All right.
and a little olive oil and butter.
And it's cooking and therapy all in one if you pound down your meat.
That's right.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, come on, Ash. You can do better
Well,
than
I don't want
that.
to get raw chicken everywhere.
That's right.
So I'm being gentle with it. All right. So this is the cut is the scallopini, right? That's
That's
the way
right.
that this is cut.
In French, a scalope, small, tiny slices.
How's that?
That's pretty good.
Enough? I just
Stand
don't want to
back.
get.
Yeah, goggles on.
You don't want to
Okay.
damage the meat. You want to just tenderize it. And then
Okay.
quickly put it into a little olive oil and butter.
And it seems that
To
that
brown
can't
it up.
take more than a minute or two.
It really doesn't. It's a really quick, the entire dish takes about a half hour total preparation.
Wow.
And you'll wow your guests with, the way that you've made this cauliflower. Nobody's ever had it before. We made it for my wife's birthday over the weekend, and everyone was like, wow, this is really different. And it tastes great, and the fennel is something that a lot of people are frightened by in the supermarket, but it's a really delicious taste.
Now, one more time, Michael, what's the designation of cauliflower again? Car what?
Cruciferous.
Cruciferous. The
Cruciferous.
cruciferous vegetable.
Yeah. Croce means cross in Italian and Latin. So all the cruciferous vegetables flower with a a cross-like flower with 4 petals.
And there it is.
That's where the name came from.
Isn't that something?
Very
That's cool. So we do that, and then we apply the chicken to the sauce. Is that correct?
Exactly. So you pour the chicken over the sauce,
Right.
and
Medical terminology.
you-
Apply it
It's all about application.
gently. So that you actually mix it all together, the
You mix-
sauce and the chicken.
mix
Okay.
the sauce, pour it right over the chicken
All
when
right.
it's all done, and then add your fennel on one side of the dish
And some cruciferous vegetables on the other.
and a little bit of roasted cauliflower.
And that's onions
To
and
the other.
garlic also.
And this is a wonderful, healthy dish with a lot of nutrients and vitamins and fiber, a lot of vitamin C. Real healthy way to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially the whole rule of 2 vegetables with every.
Exactly.
I mean, then you know you're getting double the vegetable, not just one.
And there's no starch on this plate, which is great.
Yeah, there really isn't. None at all.
We'll
And you
All
could
right.
add some marinara sauce if you want to, right?
have to try a little bit. Michael, thank you very much.
Delicious. Your food is always so, so delicious.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, if you want a copy of this recipe and more, visit us online, mymassappeal.com. Yeah, we're talking about some hot